Okay, so these are a pair of Honeywell Dolphins. See? Honeywell. What model? Well, there is a 61... What the fuck am I talking about? There is a 6500, 65, and a 6510. What is the difference between the 6500 and the 6510? Well, there are actually quite a lot of differences, just not externally. You can see that both models literally look identical from the outside. You cannot tell the difference between the two. I know what it is, but you don't. This is the 6500, this is the 6510. You can see that the keypad is slightly more brighter on the 6510 than it is on the 6500. And I don't know whether that is because of age or if that is because of other factors. You see, this 6510 I have here is actually new. This is a new device. So it's not like worn like this. I mean, even then this thing isn't worn, but whatever. You can see this is a 6510. Oh, there's me. And see, there's the scan LED. See the logo. Ooh, scan. Ooh, the keypad. See, oh, the keypad has all these keys. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Oh, brightness control. Oh, Windows, calibration, function. Yep. It's got green sight triggers. So you can see it has like 3 little bumps on it. Ridges. No, bumps really. Yeah. Green. So unlike the 6100s, which is orange, these are green. The same goes for the center scan. You see the back, nothing special. Here's your battery door. There's where your stylus goes. And there's obviously the hand strap. There's a little pull tab for the hand strap. And there's your imager right there, which is a Honeywell Adaptis IT 5300 imager. Yeah. They call it Adaptis 5.0. Yeah, whatever the fuck. Retarded marketing. Anyway, so that's the 6500 right there. And this thing runs Windows CE 5. The 6510 though runs CE 6. In fact, the internal hardware differences are actually very different, because this thing uses a Marvel PXA 300 clocked at I think 624 megahertz, and has like 128 megs of RAM. Yes, it has 128 megabytes of RAM, and it has, I think, like also 128 megs of flash. I don't think it has 256. I'm not gonna fucking look up the specs, but whatever. Yeah. So that's the big thing. It runs CE5, and it runs CE5 with sample skin, the XP sample skin. So if I turn on the device, ooh, look. So let me pull out this stupid stylus here so that I can properly demonstrate. Shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, you see? Ooh. So now it's connecting to my network. Hello? What the oh, there we go. Yeah, you see? So there's the desktop with its custom wallpaper. Amber POS. Oh, there's my network share. Whatever. So, see? It's Windows CE. it's not really showing off the sample scan. But you know, you can see that the color scheme is, it's kind of XP. You know, there's the Windows flag. You know, I go here. Okay, well, the run dialog would show it. Okay, see? And we could run this. Let's see. 5300. That's the imager. Yep. What an amazing thing. And I could even show it in action, you know. See, there it is. So that's your little aimer right there, aiming reticle. It's the same bullshit, you know, blind camera here. Ooh, whoa. Yeah. So, I don't think wait, I do. So hopefully this shit will not spill. What the fuck? You see? Yep. It's omnidirectional too. So you don't need to scan it perpendicular to the barcode, as it's typical with imagers. Yeah. So that's really a quick demonstration of the 6500. Nothing really all that special there. It's a handheld device, and it does its job, which is amazing. So you may be wondering, well, damn, what's the big thing with the 6510? Well, the upgraded specifications. That's the big thing. That's the big crazy thing. Let's see. Here's the 6510. I don't know if we'll pick it up. There's like a spot on the A on the scan button. It's very tiny and minuscule, but I don't know. Whatever. So, see, same keypad, same display, same triggers, screen. Ooh, I think this thing actually uses a 3.5mm headphone jack compared to a 2.5, but I'm not gonna bother pulling out the cover though. Yeah, you know, same connector, uses the same power adapter. You see the back literally looks the fucking same. There's no difference. See, I have my stylus on the left side instead of the right side. Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. You can see that the little pull tabby for the strap is shorter, and there's the imager. So it's a newer imager. It's a Adaptis, Honeywell Adaptis 5603, I think, N5603. I think it's an N5603, but whatever. Yeah, I think it's an N5603. Yeah, so you can see. Ooh, newer imager. So it's the same one that you would find on, let's say, the 6110. I don't know, another device would be like the Casio DT-X200 and the DT, well, not the DT, but the ITG 500. And more Honeywell more Honeywell devices. So yeah, same shit. See, you can see the speaker more clear. Now, if I wake it up, if you are familiar with these devices, which I'm pretty sure only 1% of the population would know, if you see this fuck ass wallpaper, This should give you an indication of what ride you'll be going in. This wallpaper, I wouldn't call it AI generated, because this is actually a really old one. In fact, I traced the origins of the image. This seems to originate from around 2007 or so. Yeah, so it's like some computer assisted, somewhat computer generated, I guess, background of a lone single tree, pinkish tree, maybe a cherry blossom, I don't know, with a unnaturally green grass surface and very vibrant blue clouds. Now, why does this wallpaper matter so much, huh? Well, that is because specifically this wallpaper is used on Point Mobile devices. What is Point Mobile? Point Mobile is the company that originally made these things in the first place. Honeywell, what Honeywell did is essentially just slap on their logo on these things and then, you know, make a couple of other Honeywell utilities and then call it a day. Maybe they had assistance in actually producing these devices too. I don't really know. But as far as I know, Point Mobile is the actual main manufacturer that seems to distribute it to these type of companies like Honeywell or whatever the hell. So when you hook this thing up via, let's say, ActiveSync, sometimes it would say Point Mobile. Suppose if you were to create applications for this thing in Visual Studio, it would also say Point Mobile, or some other iteration of or type of bullshit or whatever the hell, I don't know. But yeah, this wallpaper specifically is found on Point Mobile devices. And Honeywell, I guess they were so fucking lazy they didn't even bother removing the wallpaper. So yeah, I don't know why Point Mobile specifically shows this wallpaper, but it's actually kind of funny though. The original wallpaper is the generic Windows CE one, but I found out it actually had this one though, and I decided to set it as is because it's kind of funny. So yeah, now why they pick this again? Why they pick this wallpaper? I don't know. Something about it though, I don't know. It's kind of funny. It's a kind of a funny looking wallpaper. You will notice that the UI itself is, it's literally the same looking one. It doesn't have the XP sample skin though, so what the fuck? Oh, there we go. So you will see there is no XP sample skin. You don't get that here. It's the generic Windows CE one. But yeah, you will see here if I go to system specifications, this thing actually is running on a 1 gigahertz Texas Instruments OMAP CPU, and it has 512 megabytes of RAM and a gigabyte flash, which is completely overkill for Windows CE, but I don't know, go figure, I guess. Yeah, so yeah, it's Windows CE. There really isn't anything that much about it. It's CE6 too. Really, the big highlight with this thing would have been the stupid fucking Point Mobile wallpaper, that fucking that fuck ass image. That's really it. The imager, it literally looks the fucking same. Scanning performance, it's like almost the fucking same. It's slightly better, but yeah, it's not like it's the biggest thing of the century though. But yeah, I think I could show off where the image is, where the image comes from though. Let me see if I could grab up the other. Oh shit, it's fucking hibernated. Let's see if I can log on to the computer. See, those are some 6100s and 6110s. So that 6110 actually runs embedded handheld instead of straight up CE, but whatever. So this is the actual original wallpaper that's pulled from that device. You'll see that's how it looks. Yeah. So it's obviously fitted. Sometimes it would fit on the Dolphin on the QVGA display, and it's literally is called PM wallpaper. You know, point mobile wallpaper.jpg, PM wallpaper.jpg, and it was dated like 2015. I don't know what Chinese engineer thought this wallpaper was a good idea, but this is the original one on Flickr. So it's much more clearer, obviously, clearer, and yeah. So you see, there's the tree, the cherry blossom, or I don't really know what the hell it is, but yeah. Dated 2007, 21 views. So one of those 21 views would have been some, I don't know, some guy who thought this looked good to put on those devices. It's kind of a funny looking wallpaper. I think I might put it on other devices I own. Hell, I probably might put it on a laptop too. But yeah, that's literally it though.